Welcome to the Sellernomics podcast, where we share valuable tips and information in the Amazon and e-commerce space. Each week, we deliver the best interviews with some of the top Amazon personalities in the industry to help you grow your business. Today's episode is brought to you by Gatita, the global leader in FBA auditing and reimbursements. Get $400 in free FBA reimbursements at gatita.com/Sellernomics. And now, here are your hosts, Rob Stanley and Lisa Kinski.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's episode of Sellernomics. My name is Lisa Kinski. I'm joined by my co-host, Rob Stanley. And today we have with us a very exciting guest. We have David Katz with Archer Affiliates, and we're going to be talking about affiliate marketing for Amazon sellers. So, David, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks, both of you guys, for having me on today.
Yes, thank you so much for hopping on with us. So the conversation around using, I think influencers is a more commonly used term, or like a hotter topic, if you will, about how they can help positively impact brands on Amazon. Can we start with like a super basic definition of what differentiates an influencer and an affiliate? Is it just like two names for the same thing, or are there different characteristics of the two?
Sure, really good question. I would say an influencer can be a type of affiliate. So what an affiliate means is, or at least how we like to view it, is a potential partner to promote your product and service. In this case, it's a product on a commission-based partnership or on a performance-based partnership model. So we're not paying them upfront one of those hefty flat fees. We're paying them based on performance. How many clicks do they drive? How many sales do they drive? What is their total value, net value that they're bringing to us? And that's kind of how they're incentivized. In that case, an influencer, it would depend how you categorize that. So influencers can be a piece of, some brands do view it as a piece of their affiliate puzzle. With Archer, we work with influencers, obviously. It's a big piece of kind of what we do. So if that partnership is based around a commission incentive and a commission structure instead of paying them upfront, and other brands kind of don't view it like that. They view it more as a paid partnership, where they'll give a potential influencer a few $1,000s, few $100s, depending on what the size of that partnership looks like, and kind of pay them a more flat rate, in which case I would say it's probably not included in that definition of an affiliate.
Okay. So like when Kanye paid Kim, I think it was 10 million to like promote Yeezys, but she wasn't getting a check for every sale, that would strictly be influencer. But if she got a check per sale, then she would be considered an affiliate.
Yeah, okay. I would say so. It gets kind of dicey, I think, because we work on also a lot of partnerships that are kind of a hybrid, where you pay some sort of upfront fee or even a monthly retainer or something like that with a commission rate, because that commission is always obviously there to incentivize performance and really make sure both parties are on the same page in terms of what the goals are and what the purpose of that partnership is. But at its core, affiliate is exactly that. It's a commission-based incentive.
Yeah, nice. And David, just so everybody's maybe clear, when it comes to affiliates, when is kind of the right time for an Amazon seller to be looking into an affiliate? Is kind of when they're getting a product launched, or kind of later in as they're already built it up a little bit? Help everybody out a little bit so they understand when's the right time to kind of look for an affiliate and come to like a service like yours.
I would say always.
Okay.
There's obviously different strategies and different reasons, I think, during the Amazon sellers or a product's life cycle as to how they would tackle and strategize that and what their goals would be. But I mean, is it a fair, like, when do you run PPC on a product? The answer is the strategies are always different and the goals are always different, but there should always be some level of campaign going on. I think when you're launching a product, much like PPC, your commission and your really the work and effort you put into an affiliate partnership has to be a lot more aggressive. Most affiliate partners want to work with more established products with a tremendous amount of reviews. So if you have a product with a little bit less reviews, then you'll probably have to offer some really incentivizing commission or some really incentivizing promo code, which will drive that conversion. But fundamentally, there's almost always, across every single category, across every single product on Amazon, some level of opportunity for affiliate.
Yeah, I love that answer, because I think the question probably comes, Rob, tell me if I'm wrong, from we speak to so many sellers and they're like, oh, I don't think I'm big enough, or I don't think I've been selling long enough to file for reimbursements. We're like, no, you can start the day you start selling on Amazon. So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that was kind of the origin for that question.
Yeah, absolutely. I would like to follow it up a little bit though with, if they're just starting to get going and they're thinking about doing this, is what kind of returns can some of these Amazon sellers see on a service like this where they get affiliates involved? I mean, you probably have more data than anybody, kind of like we have a lot of data on the refund side, but on average, what kind of boost can they see from doing affiliate marketing like this?
Oh, yeah, the opportunity is potentially massive. Sky's really the limit, and I think the space is still super young. So, like, my answer now is probably going to be very different even in 2 months. I do think one thing we have seen is that, and you guys probably see this on the refund side also, which is interesting, is that it's not the same for everyone. While there is some level of opportunity for everyone, the discrepancy that we see among sellers there's a lot of different variations and different stuff at play as to what decides that. But the discrepancy that we have from some of our largest brands that we're working with to some of the smaller ones is pretty massive. We have brands doing over 6 figures a month, and hopefully by next year that's going to be 7 figures a month. To brands that are we can literally throw everything at it, have crazy high commission rates, and it's not there. It really doesn't work. So it's a pretty wide range of what the opportunity actually is. And I do think one thing to note is that this whole space and concept is so young and so new that what the opportunity is today, it's important to get involved as early as possible just to kind of build that foundation. But what it is today is really a fraction of what we see and what we foresee this is going to be in even 2-3 months.
Yeah. Do you have any tips for sellers to make the most of their experience when working with an influencer and affiliate? Any like best practices? And I'll give her a shout out. I know Gracie Ryback, because she's a friend of all of ours. When she speaks, she talks about how to write the cold outreach email to an influencer that you found on Instagram, right? So what other tips do you have for sellers when you're talking about establishing that relationship and working with influencers and affiliates?
Yeah, I'll give a really general one. Everybody on the affiliate side is really focused on pushing content that converts, right? That's their business. If they're pushing out content that doesn't convert, there's just a waste of everyone's time, and their audience kind of gets tired and less engaged, and they lose their whole business. So all these affiliates really that's their utmost and number one priority is pushing out content that converts and that people are interested in. And I think sellers, a lot of times, they don't have their goals as aligned, and they miss the boat when they're pitching affiliates because of that. The prime and key example of that is one of the key affiliate areas that we work with is deal and coupon sites. So think like Slick Deals, Deal News. These are blogs, websites, or even sometimes influencers that just post good deals around the internet. Even Gracie, I think a lot of her content is based around different types of deals and trending stuff in that area on Amazon. And when we work to, between the seller and the potential affiliate to, what is a good deal? How does this work? We always see almost consistently is that sellers are really focused on their bottom line is, we need to make this promotion work. And the affiliate is obviously focused. This promotion is great, but we're going to move like 2 units because it's not a high enough promotion. This content is just not going to work. And rightfully so, the seller should be focused on what they're focused on, and the brand and the affiliate should be focused on what they're focused on. But it is always important from a brand perspective is really understanding that what an affiliate wants to see and what they want to hear and what the products are looking for is stuff that converts, storylines that convert. Is a product trending on TikTok? What are some unique storylines? Is it there's a seasonal aspect to the product? Brands are not always focused on that.
Yeah. I can see how there could quickly be a misalignment of goals there for sure.
Yeah. A question on that. If I'm an Amazon seller and I'm looking to have an affiliate actually promote my product, should I be getting together some like key points for them? Because obviously I want to make sure that they're educated enough on my product to catch these right keywords. They can do it either how funny or classy or whatever, which they want to do it. But, I want to also make sure that they are understanding the product enough to be able to get a certain key feature, let's say, out. So is there something that they should put together, like an Amazon seller should put together prior to make sure that it makes a smooth transition when it goes to the affiliate?
Yeah, I think it's important to focus on why your product is unique. That's ultimately what drives conversion. So how aggressive can your promotion be? Your review score, like, hey, my product has 50,000 5-star reviews, 10,000, whatever it is. It's if once you get to those numbers, that's something really unique. Like I mentioned before, seasonality a lot of times creates good content and gives that unique feel. It's before winter, we're promoting a winter coat. That's probably a means to a great piece of content, a really engaging piece of content, what affiliates want to hear. Anything trending on TikTok, if celebrity used a product or anything like that, anything you can really create a story about, create that uniqueness, and ultimately give a reason for the affiliates to create content is probably where you want to focus that pitching. There always is a tough balance of, you want to give as much information to an affiliate as possible, but at the same time, kind of let them run on their own. They're obviously super creative. They know their audience best. They know what works. So you don't want to be really, I've at least found that, people being too on top of them is never a good thing. You want to really let them, do their thing. Like when we're working with a blog and a lot of times brands will say, hey, put the final price in the title or put the promotion, a total discount amount in the title, different things like that. That type of stuff we generally like to leave to the publisher. Our incentives are aligned. They're only making money if we make money. Let them, they know what works. They know their audience. We'll let them kind of have that creative leeway and push what works.
Yeah, sure. And we've mentioned like Gracie, who does stuff on and off Amazon. We've mentioned a blog. Where are these affiliates that we're referring to? Kind of anywhere and everywhere? Like what types are there?
Yeah, we break it down into 4 or 5 main categories. So number one, and what's most widely popular, is influencers, which we kind of touched on. Those are just people who utilize their social media followings. Number 2 is media publishers. That would be anyone from like CNN, BuzzFeed. These have teams of people who specifically look for Amazon products that they can write engaging content about. Almost every publisher today has a commerce team, and they're consistently pushing out as one of their main revenue drivers, affiliate for these commerce articles. So that would be number 2. Number 3 would be different types of software and shopping technology and shopping apps that we partner with. We have a lot of exclusive partnerships in that front. It's very hard as like a one-off seller to get those types of partnerships, but nonetheless a huge opportunity. Number 4 would be this would probably be the final one, is the deal and coupon sites, which we discussed about. Actually, not many people know this opportunity. They by far have the highest conversion rate. We've seen content that goes live there that has like 20% plus conversion rates, which is absolutely astronomical. It's to the level and just share unit amount of sales that they're able to drive, and obviously the conversion rate at which they're able to do so from the traffic they drive.
Yeah, I appreciate that breakdown. Thank you. Let's take a quick break to hear a message from our sponsor, but we will jump right back into the conversation in just a second.
Today's episode is brought to you by Getida, the global leader in FBA auditing and reimbursements. Get $400 in free FBA reimbursements at Getida.com/Sellernomics.
All right, you guys, be sure to head over to Getida.com/Sellernomics for that first 400 and FBA reimbursements free. We are back with David Katz with Archer Affiliates. Rob, I'm sorry. It looked like I cut you off right before I played the ad, so go for it.
No, you're good. You're good. David, I was just kind of curious, like if there's certain products that seem to work better with affiliates than others. You did kind of mention like seasonal, being timing like that, but let's just go products or category in general that seem to work better for affiliates and which ones don't.
Yeah, seasonal is obviously a key one. I would say also products that are sellers and products that are able to offer aggressive promotions. Like I said, a lot of the affiliates are based around, their content is based around deals. And even standard general media publishers, they love products that are able to offer some level of promo code or having a 7-day deal or top deal or anything like that. I would say the other 2 general categories would be universally applicable products. So that would be like a kitchen knife or stuff like that, where it doesn't matter what gender you are, what age you are, where you live. Everybody needs a kitchen knife. Everybody needs, a pair of shoes, stuff like that. I would say also like super innovative tech products do really well. They have really good price points for affiliates. So if an affiliate's able to earn, just again, looking at it from their point of view, if they're able to earn a 10, 20% commission on a $20 product, it's not as attractive as earning a 10, 20% commission on a $100 product, but they do need the customer to purchase right then. They need that customer to make an impulse purchasing decision, which a lot of times is very hard with more expensive products. We found with like cool, techie, innovative products, it has that high price point, and they're still able to make, a customer will still make that impulse purchasing decision and make sure that it's being purchased through that affiliate link, so the affiliate ultimately gets credit. So we've been able to do a lot in that kind of space. In terms of direct categories, I would say home and kitchen's probably the biggest one. Furniture, surprisingly, actually has been our second biggest one, and our third would probably be beauty. It has a lot of elements with that. Just impulse purchasing decision, a lot of unique beauty products. The customer will see it and want to purchase it right then.
Yeah, that the furniture actually makes a lot of sense to me if you can have somebody, because I always find that like on the deal sites or through influencers, they get a really in-depth like look at the product. It's like here's how big the measurements are, and here's how it looks in my living room, and here's a close-up of the material. And like I would love a new couch right now, but I'm too cheap to pay full price. So if I see one I like that has a deal or a coupon, then I'm gonna buy that before going to the store and getting something else. So that makes sense. And absolutely like home and kitchen. I mean, that's 90% of my impulse purchases. So that makes sense. So how does all this play then into Amazon attribution, to kind of shift gears to that a little bit?
For sure. So Amazon attribution is a really unique opportunity for sellers to take advantage of the general space of affiliate, number one, because it provides tracking. You're just able to see all this traffic that you're driving from, even if it's a paid influencer partnership and not directly from an affiliate. You have that ability to track it, which historically, I mean, 3-4 years ago, before attribution existed, you weren't able to do that in such a streamlined fashion. You kind of had to offer a promo code to the influencer and then see how many people redeemed that promo code, which wasn't always so accurate. Now you could just see direct click to conversion. Where's that traffic dropping off, and is it converting? And really the most exciting thing is that currently Amazon's offering a 10% brand referral bonus on all sales that's driven through Amazon attribution. So you're able to offer really incentivizing commission to affiliates, like a 30-35% commission, and that's a net 20% out of pocket from you as a seller, which is massive. I mean, it's, every percent in this general game of Amazon is super, super valuable, and sellers are very constrained with what they have to offer, and 10% is really a huge number.
Yeah. So if sellers aren't familiar with Amazon attribution, go into Seller Central. You can find Amazon attribution. You're going to get a lot of data in there from where your sources are coming from, where traffic's coming from. We've actually, I heard when I was up at Amazon's event that they're going to be building that out even more and offering more data through there over the next, let's say, year. They weren't too specific, so I'm kind of guessing about a year. What I'd like to know, this isn't quite switching, because a lot of these affiliates, what they'll do is they'll get set up, let's say with you guys, they turn around and make a video. Now, when they make that video, do they own that video, and are they able to reuse that video as many times as they want? And the reason I'm asking is because, Amazon's got that new program now. I could be dropping videos into the product down at the bottom and start getting paid based on people watching that video as part of that product description area. So is that something they're allowed to do, to kind of double dip on this a bit?
So really, it depends on the direct partnership that you have with the affiliate. With our program, very specifically not. With our program at Archer, okay, the way we work is that you're not paying for content, you're paying for sales. So ultimately, the affiliate always owns the content that they're producing, and you're just purchasing sales that already happened off of them. The other thing to note is that our program specifically, and really any program that works through Amazon attribution or any partnerships that are created through Amazon attribution, are separate from the videos that are on Amazon listings or any on-site, what's called on-site Amazon content, which can be videos on listings or even Amazon Live or anything like that, that you cannot, there's no ability to use an Amazon attribution link. Amazon attribution traffic would have to be originating from off Amazon and then be directed through an Amazon attribution link to Amazon in order to properly track.
Yeah. So, and just to follow up with that, so everybody's a little clear on this. So, if I'm doing something on Instagram and I'm promoting a product and I'm sending people to get, to buy the product and get sales, that's something you do with, say, like Archer affiliates. If I was doing a video review of the product, talking about the different features of it, that would be a separate video that you could put on the product page. I forget the name of the program right now, but you could basically get paid for every time somebody watches the video on the product description page. And that's a couple different things that affiliates can could do, but those are separate, is what you're saying. Keep those separate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's obviously a lot of crossover there. For us, we're specifically focused on off Amazon content. That's kind of where we
Sure.
built our bread and butter. That's where we're heads down focused, is how do we get net new customers to find my products, to ultimately purchase my products. I think a lot of that on Amazon content is probably, I would say, more related to like listing work and making sure your listings are converting as well as possible.
Yeah. Awesome.
Love that.
That's good info.
What about like the terms of service of it all? Obviously, driving off Amazon traffic to your listing is totally okay. Using affiliates is totally okay. But what is, okay to ask an affiliate for? What is not okay? Like, how do sellers stay in good standing when creating this kind of relationship?
Yeah, super good and important question. I do think there's a lot of I would say, what's the word? I'm blanking on the word, but a lot of misinformation, I guess, when it comes to affiliate programs. So I can tell you with our company and how we run this is we never ask for any reviews. That's really the flag that stands out, I think, in the space, is that a lot of sellers will offer free products plus some sort of commission and require that influencer who they're sending a free product to leave a product review. That is obviously strictly against terms of service, any requirement to reviews, or even incentivizing reviews in any ways, as most sellers know and most people know, is can pretty quickly get your account shut down. So we stay totally away from that. We have nothing to do with Amazon reviews. We tell our influencers not to leave reviews on products that they're getting free samples of, because that would, again, just completely violate the Amazon terms of service. But like you kind of mentioned before, Lisa, is that generally just driving traffic with paid partnerships, especially if it's through Amazon attribution links, and paying these influencers and affiliates, is completely within terms of service. To the contrary, I mean, Amazon clearly encourages it through that 10% brand referral bonus.
Yeah. And David, what channels have you seen work better? I mean, we got TikTok, we got Instagram, we got YouTube, we got Facebook. What are influencers or affiliates allowed to just put it on all those, or have you seen some work better than others?
Yeah, very interesting question. Initially, it was TikTok was killing it. I would say within the past, I don't know, whatever, it's been 6 months to a year now, since TikTok pushed out their own version of their marketplace with TikTok Shop. We found that a lot of creators who were focused on Amazon have been getting their content suppressed, and it's just not been performing well as TikTok Shop. So TikTok for Amazon sellers and Amazon content has recently been on the decline, actually. We've seen a lot of really good opportunities, though, with I would say Facebook and YouTube are probably in that top seat. YouTube is a really cool opportunity because there's a huge SEO element play into it, where like if you can get a YouTube, let's just say you're selling a hairspray, and you can get a YouTube video that ranks high on YouTube for best hairspray or how to apply hairspray, and your product's featured there, that could have a pretty big lifetime duration just in how that content is being fed. I mean, you can be getting sales from that specific video for years to come, certainly months to come, just as that video is featured on top of a lot of these search terms. So I would say, YouTube, Facebook are probably pretty high up. Deal sites has been really, like I mentioned before, a really, really strong one for us. It's more of a boost, so it's not, the life cycle of that content is not super long as it would be on YouTube, or more like SEO focused review articles. But a lot of different, like you kind of mentioned, a lot of different opportunities.
What about Pinterest?
Interesting. Not for us, it hasn't been a massive one. I think it's probably more because we just haven't been able to crack that. I think the opportunity is there. I think there's some really, really big boards and communities on Pinterest that are running through affiliate. We haven't been able to crack that. yet.
Okay. Interesting. Just because, like you said, home and kitchen is a really great category to leverage affiliates. And I just redid my kitchen and got all of my inspo from Pinterest. I want to DIY my bathrooms. I'm going to Pinterest. Like, so it seems like it would just be ripe with opportunity.
Yeah, especially furniture too. Like furniture
Yeah.
would be huge.
No,
Probably
I think the opportunity is there. I think it's we haven't nailed it. I think it has a lot to do with just the format of how the social network is designed compared to other networks, where there's not a following of a specific creator posting is not as important as it is on like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, where these creators, that's how they build their brand. They're creating that following and then they're utilizing that to post products. Pinterest is a little different. It's a little bit more like who's posting that content as versus how it gets distributed is much more distributed than other platforms.
Yeah. Fair point. So are there any, before we kind of transition into talking about Archer affiliates specifically, are there any big no-nos when it comes to leveraging influencers and affiliates to grow your brand, other than like asking for reviews and obvious, like bad?
Yeah, I would say the review piece like kind of touched on, I don't know if it's a no, but very important is the rule that I touched on before, which is really understand what you're pitching from the affiliate's perspective. It's just a good way to make an attractive offer. If I had a social media channel and this product, why would I want to post this product? Is it because the reviews element, the deal element, the seasonality element, some sort of story and really idea of why I should, from the affiliate's perspective, why they should feature this product, not just because you sell it. I think that's pretty much the important one. And maybe also, we see a lot of sellers that maybe get a bit too aggressive on how often they send out some of these cold emails to influencers and affiliates. So maybe toning it back, and that can be a pretty big one. But that would be about it off the top of my head.
Gotcha. All right. So let's talk now about Archer affiliates then specifically. Tell us about what you do. How much does it cost? Who do you help? Talk to us.
For sure. Archer affiliates is really the most streamlined and really the only streamlined solution and platform for Amazon sellers to tackle affiliates. We've made it a no-brainer. So in terms of our cost structure, there's no sign-up fees, no monthly fees. All you pay is a commission on generated sales, and you as a seller have the ability to set that commission. So obviously the higher you set your commission and the more commission you offer to potential affiliates for partnership, the more successful the campaign is going to be and the more sales you're going to be able to generate. But there's really no sign up fees or upfront monthly fees. The way it works, which I probably should have answered first, is the way our network works is a seller signs up, they're able to add all their products, and on each product you have the ability to set a commission offer to all the affiliates in our network. So again, we're working with influencers, media publishers, product comparison sites, anyone who's promoting an Amazon product. You as a seller have the ability to set up your offer on our network, where these affiliates consistently look for products to promote. They're coming to our network on their portal on Archer every single day, identifying products to promote on any product that they're interested in promoting based on the commission offer, based on the promo that's being offered and all that. They have the ability to instantly create an Amazon attribution link, which then they use in their content, whether that's on social media, on their blog, etc. And obviously there's it's just a very streamlined and transparent way of understanding the data on both ends. So the affiliate will have access to all the data that's coming in on Amazon attribution via their Archer portal. We're connected via API to a seller's account, so we're able to pull in all that attribution data on the sales and clicks being generated. And ultimately, the seller has access to all the click sales and stuff that's being driven by the affiliate, and the opportunity to connect with affiliates by offering them free product samples, promo codes, and like I said before, that high commission offer.
So
That's
David,
awesome.
you kind of glazed some. How are you guys making money on this? Is it from the affiliate, from the Amazon seller? You don't need to say how much, but just so everybody understands who's paying Archer, basically.
Great question. The answer is technically both and technically none at the same time. So the way it works is we take a cut off of all the commission payouts that we offer. So a brand would pay us before we pass that commission that the brand pays to the potential affiliate, we take our cut. So really both parties are paying, and at the same time, really nobody's paying, because whatever commission the brand sets is the final price they pay, and whatever commission the affiliate sees is the final money that they earn. And that
That's
exactly,
good though. I mean, that's a good thing, because realistically, you're pulling for the Amazon seller to do well, and you're pulling for the affiliate / influencer to do well, because if both of them do well, then you guys also get cut. Hey, that sounds like a Gatita model slightly, doesn't it, Lisa? We only get paid if you get paid.
Exactly.
That's what we always say. So that's very cool, David. Very nice, man.
Yep, we've really made it a no-brainer for everyone to join, regardless of if they're doing something else in the affiliate space, if they're connected with another network, or if they're doing their own programs in-house. It's, hey, why not sign up? You have nothing to lose. We might be able to help you guys out and drive more revenue. And even if you're a new seller or you don't want to focus on affiliates, just set it up and forget about it. Who knows? Maybe we'll drive more revenue.
We just got to get David set up as an affiliate for Gatita, so that way he could, when he's talking to him, he can tell him how to make more money.
Right.
He'll make money.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, I want to go ahead and give a quick plug here as well for anybody who's listening and interested in learning more about Archer. We will be filming a Show Us What You've Got later this week. So it'll be coming out shortly after this episode's release. So if you're just listening to us on the audio platforms, go on ahead and head over to YouTube. Like and subscribe while you're there as well, so you get notified whenever these new episodes drop. And if you are watching on YouTube, come back in a couple of days and we will have the demo of the site available for you. In the meantime, though, David, if folks are interested in learning more, where can they go to learn more, or how can they get in touch with you with any questions they may have?
For sure. The best bet is archeraffiliates.com. We have a new website actually going live, hopefully the end of this week. So probably by the time this podcast airs. So check out our new website. And if you would like to get in contact with me or anyone from our team, you can email info@archeraffiliates.com.
Perfect. And you guys, everything is spelled exactly how it sounds. Archer, ARCHER, affiliates.com. Again, that email address is info@archeraffiliates.com. David, perfect. Thank you so much for being here and sharing this info with us. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you both for having me on. It's been awesome.
Of course, Of course. And thank you for everybody who listened. If you guys liked what you heard, please be sure to give us a thumbs up, share your thoughts with us in the comments, subscribe to the show, and we will see you on the next one.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Sellernomics podcast. Special thanks to our sponsor, Gatita. Did you know that Amazon probably owes you money for FBA reimbursements? Get $400 in free FBA reimbursements at gatita.com/Sellernomics. Be sure to join us again next week for more great tips on how to grow your business. And thanks again for listening.